And now you hear them tell the soldier them say, I'm a Gideon. Donald Trump is chosen by Jesus Christ for ushering the Armageddon. And that them I say, and that them I preach to the soldier them, that I have altar boys. Altar boys, man. Ask a whole heap of them big man there, where uptown, where have them big business now. Ask them if them want to tell you, them good don't want to tell you what them used to go through with father. Yes. Ask them what them used to go through with father. Them not going to tell you. Them not going to tell you, but it was a known thing. Molestation of these young boys was prevalent even in Jamaica. Even in Jamaica, it was prevalent. But it's a hush-hush thing. The hush-hush thing. You know, my old-time school, Kingston Technical High School, who really go to them way for give me a plaque representing my achievement as one of them old Kingston Technical boy them, yes. And Jimmy Cliff, why you know Jimmy Cliff two daughter them who was there to really recognize that them father was part of the Kingston Technical old boys thing. And he had a painting that was presented to them. Give thanks for that. Kingston Technical has done a lot for Jamaica. A whole heap of the people them who in a certain position right now in a Jamaica was part of Kingston Technical High School. And we feel glad for know say we was part of that too, to really reach the level where we was given a plaque that represent my achievement as a old boy who go Kingston Tech. And not the first two, I remember years ago, they had a next achievement award up Waterfalls. That was Mr. Atkins was the prime minister, who was the head man, the headmaster at that school, and Capo. Everybody who know Kingston Technical knows that Capo was the man at the time, man, with him cigar, him big pipe in his mouth. Anytime him a come round, we know say him a come. Cause you smell the pipe from around the corner. Anything what you do, you just straighten up and go like you never do nothing more than take part in our schoolwork. Yes, I want you look Mrs. Pusey. Anyway, she there, Mrs. Pusey, who give me a tick for write my first poem. I still have that poem. First poem in a Kingston Technical I write. I never know I could write poetry. It was an English class. And she gave me the opportunity to write a poem. And she asked me to read it in front of the class. And I did read it. And that started out my mindset in poetry writing. So we give thanks to she, we give thanks to Marcus Garvey Jr. and Lackley Comrie, who used to teach me. All these things we have to really grateful for, because a whole lot of the things when we used to do at school, we never come out of school, come do none of them. You know, we take another journey. So we go turn performer and all them, with a tour with band and all them something there. And we also work on radio station for much years now. So we continue the journey still. And from them time until now, we not left none of them. If one not there, they will fill in with the other one. And if the other one not there, they will fill in with the other one. It's just so it go. So we give thanks for that. Then it was the music conference. Yeah, the music conference was able to go there one day. And what we hear was good. Very educational for artists, for a producer, for anybody who interested in the music and the music industry. Why you love Babsy Grange? You have to yell up Babsy Grange, you know, trust me. Me tell her all the while, you know, anybody who know Babsy tell her, say, Muta say. And me say it all the while in a big crowd, you know. Anytime she decides, say, she go form her own party, must call me. Call me. Anytime you're ready for form your own party, mama. But me I tell you, man, what a woman can work, Rasta. Me I wonder if I had three of she we have, you know. I got all three Babsy Grange in my boat, yeah. Believe you me. Because she had so much place. She had so much place. So we give thanks for she. We give thanks again. And I have to make a special mention about this concert, we can call it festival, we keep up a Whoop Garden. And me now say this out, just I say this. Because me not just say it. You hear me I tell you now. You see that show there? The 2-day festival there? Is the best show I ever see in a Jamaica. Me I tell you this. Tell anybody say Muta say. It's the best show I ever see any promoter keep in a Jamaica that stand out and live up to the expectation. Yes. Trust me, if you never go to a concert, you never go to a concert. All the other concert, them look like stage show. The one is a festival. And when we say festival, we are talking about just the ambience alone. Just seeing the stage. Just the stage alone. I never talk about no. Just the stage alone make you know, say, I don't know, easy thing this, you know. 2 stage. Same size, 2 stage. And the show go on and go on and go on. We'll come back to it. I did talk about the festival lasting time that keep this weekend, yeah. And as I said before, I have been to many concerts, stage shows, festival in a Jamaica. And this one, to me, I don't know if you're the next person, is the best I have seen. And when I talk about this, I talk about from the organization, go right up to the performance. You see, when you reach a JC, if you know it's about JC school there, Jamaica College, you have bus where carry you go up to the gate where upper cars. But you don't go now because you have 2 lines, you know. One line is the car where I go around at the backstage. And then them have a line for car where I go up to the gate where that you take. But them have a police escort the bus with the people them who left them car down at JC. The police escort the bus on the right hand side of the road. It no stop. It's an express bus that go up there. Now, I don't know how much people realize presentation is one of the things them where grab people, make you enjoy the experience better. And that is what we see when we go foreign. In time we go to a certain festival, you see the stage set up a certain way where it make you feel like, yeah, something will go on. Well, I was very taken aback, and that's why I'll tell you, say, my wife was very taken aback. Was talking about the stage and how them present the stage. Them have 2 big screen, will look like a glass, where you can actually see the artists them at perform from way at the back. We're on at the back. And I don't know how much people ever go to one concert and the sound lock off in the middle of one of the artists them performance. To be precise, Chronics. Chronics up on the stage are sing out rotted, and all of a sudden nobody now hear Chronics them go see him. But guess what? The people them in the audience are sing Chronic song them. Chronics now ever sing, because nobody now hear him. One piece of choir in the world. Can you imagine thousands of people? As them now complaining, I mean, people upset still, but just the idea of everybody are sing, make everybody want to sing. And they must sing, and it's like going for about 15 minutes, 20 minutes. The sound gone. And the people them was having fun singing the tune them a cappella in at the stage show. Chronic just stand up there, I don't know what to do. I guess I'm complaining I'm hard, and I'm vexing I'm hard. But the people, them wasn't showing no vexation. Everybody was there singing him song them, a cappella, to him. Trust me, man. Protege, yeah, your brethren and your sister them who keep that show there. Trust me, man, don't have it pat. Don't have it pat. The two stage work there so too. Because the two stage look like same stage. So when when artist not there on one, them there on the other one. So it's a continuous flow. That's how it go in a festival. You go, those of you who, artists who tour knows that's how it go. You will have break for one stage, but meanwhile that stage there, a set up, you have the other stage where you can walk from one stage to the next. At Cuba, I see them have stage remove. Yeah, them have stage remove. That means when an artist perform, the other stage are set up behind the performer. And as the one they done, the stage where done perform, it go right back and then bring forward the other stage up front. But trust me, man, me love it. Me love it. I don't know who can complain. I don't know if anybody out there can complain. But if you want to complain, call me and complain and tell me, say, well, you never like. Because the only thing me say people could have never like is that the sound lock off. And then that never ever come like nothing to the people them. The people them, they a party same way. And I sing the song them same way. It was a beautiful sight to see. The stage is just nice, man. Just sort of, them old time Greek column, where they upon them Greek building, I saw the stage set up, the column them. It camouflage, the metal them, the metal post them will go up. May I tell you, man, it's sweet. May I say congratulations to the man called Protege and all the ones them who work hard to put that together. And I hope you make enough money. Yes, may I say that? Yes. So come after that now and go to the break again.
Morant Bay, looking for fast, reliable.
This Reggae Hall of Fame concert, keeping at the arena, I will feel good for say some award is given to all them man from them time in the 80s. We see a whole heap of them, come up, we give thanks for that. And Ken Boat was inducted in the Reggae Hall of Fame, man. Ken Boat, may I tell you, man, Ken Boat now in a wheelchair, and you have 3 man come sing. Some of Ken Boat sang them. But when Ken Boothe come on the stage now, everybody has said, right, Ken Boothe can't sing, it's like him can't sing. You see, when Ken Boothe take the microphone in a wheelchair and go in the middle of the stage and start sing, trust me, man, the woman them in there start cry. The woman them in there start cry, Rasta. And guess what? Ken Boothe a sing, and him not let go the mic. Him not let go the mic, you know. Why you love Ken Boothe, you know? Yeah, why you love Ken Boothe, Rasta? The man love where him a do, man. The man love where him a do. So why you love Ken Boothe? Beautiful. Him did it long. And him deserve everything. Okay, so supposed to take an interview. I don't know if they're ready for me. All right, I can play this tune and see if they're ready for me. Yes, here we go.
Good night.
Look, you're too anxious, you know. You're too anxious, you don't know where to stay. Sometimes I say 10:20 and it's at 10:10, we mean, because the advertisement them upon it. Yes. And you're busy up your phone. I call me, I don't know me if you call, you're busy up your phone. Anyway, we'll get through still, so I don't know nothing. Right. Good night. Good
night again, yes.
All right, yes. I want you to explain to the people them what is going to happen in Stony Hill, because, you know, you have to call it my area too. So tell the people them what is happening up there.
Yes, so good night again, and good night to your viewers, to your listeners rather. So the name of the foundation is the Flip That Script Foundation in association with the Cavaliers.
Come again, the Flip That what?
Flip That Script. You know,
who give that name there?
The truth is, I recognize, growing up in Jamaica, I recognize that as a people we keep doing the same things over and over and over, and then expect a different result. So, based on experiences, I said, you know, it's time for us to flip that script, because many of us recognize...
Oh, flip the script. Oh, a script you say?
Yes, flip that. Yes, that's it. So that's where we are. So the foundation is relatively new, and we're stepping out for the first time in an expo launch, which is really a demonstration of the community taking back its position in seeking to build that. We're seeking to build a community support model, because, you know, Muta, as you know, since slavery, we have never really had a community support system in Jamaica. You know, this kind of system at a community level where persons can feel comfortable, you know, that they can go and get, especially the vulnerable groups. So this is what we're seeking to build, and we're doing it in association with the Cavaliers Community Development Committee. Partnership, because, you know, unity is strength, and so we can't do these things in isolation. We all have to come together as best as we possibly can. So on March 8th, which is Sunday coming,
yes.
We'll be doing, we call it an expo launch, because we are including the whole community. We're starting the day with a workshop for students. The target age is 8 up to 18, and the theme for that is navigating social media and its impact on adolescent teenagers. Because most of us would know that there is an addiction to social media, and the youngsters are really significantly affected, and it's not a good look. So we'll have a facilitator, coaching psychologist who will come in and take those students, which we hope will be accompanied by parents and teachers, because we have to, I'm a parent, we have to deal with this firsthand in the society, in the homes, in the schools. And so we have to learn as to what's happening first of all, and how we can deal with this in a strategic way to help the children to take back their lives from this social media. As a youngster coming up, you know, this was unheard of. You know, the children are so glued to these devices. And so, so the day will start out with this workshop, and then we will move into wellness presentations and demonstrations, because the foundation, we aim to take a holistic approach to community support.
Well, stick up in that. This is where the home there, the children home there, is one of the keeping?
Yes, Heart NSTA Trust.
Okay, so I never said that. Okay, all right, yes.
Yes. So this is where it's going to happen, and it's starting at 9 a.m. It will go up until 9 p.m. So we have a whole day of activities. So we start with the workshop, then wellness presentations, demonstrations. Then we will move. While all of that is going on, we will have SMEs, independent booths who will be showcasing their products and services on the day. We will have some really interesting services such as bioscans, frequency treatment, rice treatment, foot detox, and we will have others who will be selling wellness products, supplements, and all of these things. So it will be a really interesting day. While all of that is happening, we will also have relevant agencies such as Ministry of Justice, Victim Support, Child Protection Agency, because we really aim to partner with some of these support systems at a community level as the bridge. Because we have these things centrally located, but at a community level, most times we find that we're really so distant from the reality as to what goes on into our communities. So that's one of the things. And then later on, we'll have persons like Dr. Kadamawi Knight, who will be he'll be giving a presentation on our community and its development post-slavery. And then we go straight into a panel of discussions, really discussing solutions as to where we're coming from, where we are, and where we would really like to go, and the things we need to do to get where we really, need to go. Because one of the things we realize that we're dealing with is a serious mental health struggle.
Definitely. Big thing that.
Big, yes.
All parents, them too.
But that's where it's coming from. And this is one of the things, as a mental wellness advocate, this is one of the things that I keep telling persons, that this mental health thing is not just, today. It's a long time coming, because coming out of slavery, we never, it's not a case where we have only inherited what they call lifestyle diseases, the diabetes and some of these other things. But mental health, based on the traumas that was never taken seriously and never got the attention it needed. So our people have not healed. There is no real space for, that our people, and many of us, as Malcolm X would have said, there were two types of slaves during that time: the house and the field slaves. We can't expect everybody to be at the same level, and we need to appreciate what our neighbors are going through, not because we that's not our story. We need to move away from the stigma attached to mental health challenges. And I mean, there's a lot of work to do. And we can't afford for COVID and storms to keep coming and compounding the challenges while we do nothing about it. So the Flip That Script Foundation, this is what we are about.
All right, I can ask you something. Can I call it a home for young people around there, around Sony there?
Well,
you call it a home or not a home?
Well, we're seeking to raise funds to build that home.
No, what you call it now? It did a long time. What you call it now?
Just a support system. Just a support system that needs a lot of strength to develop.
So children don't live around there again?
Well, no, the SOS village is another story.
No, not the SOS village. The one where you are talking about around Stony Road, so. It was not a place where people board.
Oh, Heart Trust, NSTA, yes.
Yes. It's not there talking. It's not there.
That is where we're going to be having the event, yes.
Then you make me sound like me don't know what I say. Sure. All right. How much you have? How much children round there still boarding? You do that again.
I don't have that kind of figure, unfortunately.
Okay. Because I think you used to have children around there, on a person, level. Them used to do there continuously. I don't know as long time. I don't hear.
Yes, there are students who live on campus there. Yes.
Then that me ask you, Mama, how you make it so?
But I don't know the figure. I don't know.
No, we don't know about. I don't know about no figure. That's why I remember. If it's still happening that way, that
yes.
Actually children still board around there.
Yes.
All right. So, is it that the place needs some development, or what you're doing now is for other things? It's for the school itself, not school, but
this goes beyond. We're just using the heart.
The place.
Yes.
Okay.
Right.
So it have nothing to do with the school itself. That's school,
at this time. Right.
Yeah,
but we hope to partner with HEART in this regard, where we will help to drive the message across to the general community. We don't want to hear about unattached youth, because they're always, voter. It's my perspective that we're talking about them as
unattached.
Unattached, yes.
That weird name, that unattached.
It's a weird name. So, yeah.
All right. So remind the people them again when time the features, remind them what will happen again.
Yeah, so on March 8th, that is this Sunday coming, from 9 a.m. until 9 p.m., we'll have a full day of activities at HEART NSTA Trust, Stony Hill campus. And in addition to this, one of the things that we're driving is, preparation for the new September year. So the Flip That Script Foundation is prepared to give away the first 250 students who comes and registers as a member of because we're also offering up membership of the foundation, so that students can come. Yes, students can come and register on the day as a seed member of the foundation. So we have 4 membership packages: the foundation, the seed, the root, the branch, and the tree of life. So for students, they register as a seed, only $3,000, and they'll get the opportunity to prepare themselves for the new September year, a gift certificate valued at $20,000. All they need to do is register as a seed member, and we will take care of the rest.
Okay, all right. Give thanks.
Yes. Absolutely. So this is the kind of support that we aim to develop to help the community.
Okay. You live in the community?
I live in the community. I'm from Cavaliers.
Oh, we're only so?
Yes.
Yeah. Your father speak from Stony Hill.
Yes. Yes. Yeah, because we have about 8 schools within the West Rural St. Andrew region that we have invited to this event. And it's a 5-year campaign, So this is just the first of many to come. We hope the next stop will be Cavaliers Primary from HEART. And then we hope to go to Oberlin High School following that.
Okay. You have to pass me if you go up there, so.
Yes.
All right. Well, give thanks.
Yes. Thank you so much.
Anytime you do it again, you don't do this one, you must call and tell me how it go.
Absolutely, I will do that. I'm really sorry you're not able to make it out this time.
No, can't come. Yes.
Right.
All right. Yes.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, man.
All right, then.
Okay, Stony Hill. Sister, you gone?
I'm here.
All right, tell me something. Is the people who come in for the day, it's a free thing, right? It's not something you charge for going?
Yes, it's free to attend, but there are independent services, products and services that will be on sale. Of course, we'll have food galore and entertainment. How could I forget? We'll have entertainment. We'll have the Lallis Gray basic school will be dancing for us later on in the evening. We, of course, will also be celebrating International Women's Day. There will be a presentation on that, and along with the other wellness and demonstrations and presentations. We will have for entertainment poetry later on in the evening, and some vocalists. Bird's Eye, up and coming artist, a young lady, beautiful, talented young lady, and then we will also have Aishent and Slim Lion. So these are up and coming artists that we really want to support, who will be there performing for us on the day.
Give thanks.
Give thanks.
Okay. So which part will you know? Will you add this? Will I tell you say Black History Month is always continuous on this program, and we also want to tell you that the lady mentioned it is the 8th of March is Women's Day. The 8th of March, Women's Day, and tomorrow. And I will say it until it come after 12, and then I say it. So we're going to go into this. We're going to play this to the people. Listen.
Before the 3rd century, the church in Rome was one of many churches that were scattered all over the Roman Empire. The reason the church in Rome later became the head of all the churches of the world and dominated the Middle Ages was because it joined hands with Emperor Constantine. As a result of Constantine's pro-Christian policies, people who believed pagan gods converted to Christianity. This consolidated Constantine's political position, and there was no need for the church in Rome to refuse the converts because it was a good opportunity to secure its religious position. After the church in Rome accepted pagan idolatry and doctrines, it was quickly secularized. During the Middle Ages, it was even hard to tell the difference between the church and the secular world. The Catholic Pope enthroned kings, and kings protected the Catholic Church. Opposing the Catholic Church itself was rebelling against one's own country. The Pope wielded an absolute power. We can see just how powerful he was through one incident, the humiliation at Canossa. That happened during the time of Pope Gregory VII. Pope Gregory VII claimed that the Pope could not be judged by anyone on earth, and he could dethrone emperors and kings, and excommunicated Henry IV, the Emperor of the Holy Roman Empire, in the course of the investiture controversy. As Henry IV was faced with the crisis of being dethroned, he went to the Pope, who was in Canossa. Barefoot, he knelt for 3 days in the snow outside the castle of the Pope and begged for his forgiveness. This is what is called the humiliation at Canossa incident. The Pope had so much authority that there was no one who was able to hold back the Church from abusing its power anywhere in Europe. Not only that, the popes committed numerous crimes such as murder, blasphemy, simony, and adultery to hold on to their seat of power. Among them, Pope Leo X enjoyed works of art and collected masterpieces. He invited artists like Michelangelo, Leonardo da Vinci, and Raphael to the Vatican and richly ornamented the church. Being driven by his vanity, he constructed St. Peter's Basilica. However, as he ran out of money by collecting costly works of art, he started to print a greater amount of indulgences. An indulgence is a certificate giving the forgiveness of sins. The Catholic priest propagated that people were guaranteed to enter the kingdom of heaven safer when they gave more money.
You hear that?
Come, see for yourself. This is not just a simple indulgence. Even though you don't do confession, all your sins will be forgiven. Even the sins of your relatives in purgatory will vanish. Will you just leave your mother to suffer in the fire? Come here, everyone. Come. When you drop the coins in the box and it makes a clinking sound, then the souls will arise from the fiery purgatory.
By the fear of hell, numerous people gathered to buy the kingdom of heaven. Giotto, the representative artist during medieval Europe, clearly shows the evils of indulgence in his work. The Last Judgment. In the painting, Jesus, the judge, is in the middle and the apostles are on both sides. Heaven is shown on the right and hell is shown on the left. One thing that is worthy of notice here is the scene where souls are weighed. A man who is on his knees presents a model of the chapel to three women. The name of the man is Enrico Scorveni. He was a notorious loan shark of that time. Because loan sharking was a big sin, he could never dream of entering the kingdom of heaven. However, even though Enrico was a loan shark, he bought indulgences and paid for his sins, and proudly purchased the ticket for the kingdom of heaven. The Bible teaches that only God can forgive sins. However, the Catholic Church insists that the Pope too has the authority to forgive sins. This kind of false teaching enabled them to commit fraud, the sale of indulgences.
Well, if I want to know what indulgences is, you know, That's what the Roman Catholic Church used to sell and tell people, say, them can't go to heaven. All them have to do is buy indulgence. And them have them part to heaven. Now, people say these things gone long time, but it still infiltrate the church on another level. Because Father, I can't do what them I call them, which we used to call them when I got church. Father, come tell you, say, him can't get you into heaven if you just watch where you do. His relationship to you, take your communion and just know, say, well, it's the blood of Jesus and the flesh of Jesus. And then you must baptize, because the baptism, which is not only the Roman Catholic Church do this, but most church, I tell you, them go dip in the water, and then you come up to be a new person in the name of the Father and of the Son and of the Holy Ghost. People believe these things. And when me compare it and say it, people are going to say me a madman. I want to know, what is it that is in the water that when you dip into the water and come up back, your sins are forgiven and now you're a new person? How much Jamaican people were baptized and is without blemish because they're baptized? People want you to feel bad if you're in a church and you're not baptized. Them say, when you go and give yourself to the Lord, when you go and give yourself to the Lord, those things are rituals. It don't have nothing to do with the reality of your heart and soul. You don't want to sound like no preacher, right? But it's the reality. You giving your heart and soul to the Lord is not defined by you dipping in water or taking communion in the name of the Father and of the Son and of the Holy Ghost. Because the man who gave these things is more corrupt than anybody else. Yes, he's more corrupt. Bully for them. I know my father, when you see there, he used to station in a waterhouse. A waterhouse that? Yeah, waterhouse. The man drink and cuss bad word like anybody else. Yeah, man. And I call him name even though I'm dead, but the man drink and cuss bad word like anybody else. And that is when my mother did get me now. The problem is that my mother never used to go to church. But she make sure every Sunday I go. Holy Trinity Cathedral Church are the biggest church in the Caribbean. Roman Catholic Church in the Caribbean. That I have altar boys. Altar boys, man. Ask a whole heap of them big man there, where uptown, where have them big business now. Ask them if them want to tell you, them good, I don't want to tell you what them used to go through with Father. Yes. Ask them what them used to go through with Father. Them not going to tell you. Them not going to tell you, but it was a known thing. Molestation of these young boys was prevalent even in Jamaica. Even in Jamaica, it was prevalent. But it's a hush-hush thing. The hush-hush thing. Here with you upon the cutting edge, I got through the PSs. We want to play this to the people, them. Listen.
Some African history facts sound so unbelievable that people think they are lies. But every single one of these is documented history. Africa's past has been hidden, minimized, or ignored for centuries. Today, we are breaking that silence with real historical facts that sound fake but are completely true. Fact 1. Africa had universities before Europe. The University of Sankore in Timbuktu was active by the 12th century. Historians estimate over 25,000 students studied law, medicine, astronomy, and mathematics there centuries before Oxford became prominent. Fact 2. Africans performed successful surgery before modern hospitals. In the 19th century, the Banyoro people of Uganda carried out cesarean sections using antiseptics and anesthesia. This was documented in 1879 by British surgeon Robert Felkin. Fact 3. Africa has more pyramids than Egypt alone. Sudan has over 220 pyramids built by the Kingdom of Kush compared to Egypt's estimated 138. Most people never learn this. Fact 4. One African king was so rich he crashed an economy. In 1324, Mansa Musa of Mali gave away so much gold during his pilgrimage to Mecca that gold prices in Cairo dropped for over 10 years, according to Arab historian Al-Umari. Fact 5. Drums were banned during slavery. Colonial laws in Jamaica and the American South outlawed African drums because they were used to send coded messages and organize rebellions, including the Stono Rebellion of 1739. These facts sound fake because African history was erased on purpose. If this surprised you, subscribe and follow for more untold African history.
Yes. Simple little things there, me. I'll play it again.
Some African history facts sound so unbelievable that people think they are lies, but every single one of these is documented history. Africa's past has been hidden, minimized, or ignored for centuries. Today, we are breaking that silence with real historical facts that sound fake but are completely true. Fact 1. Africa had universities before Europe. The University of Sankore in Timbuktu was active by the 12th century. Historians estimate over 25,000 students studied law, medicine, astronomy, and mathematics there centuries before Oxford became prominent. Fact 2. Africans performed successful surgery before modern hospitals. In the 19th century, the Banyoro people of Uganda carried out cesarean sections using antiseptics and anesthesia. This was documented in 1879 by British surgeon Robert Felkin. Fact 3. Africa has more pyramids than Egypt alone. Sudan has over 220 pyramids built by the Kingdom of Kush compared to Egypt's estimated 138. Most people never learn this. Fact 4. One African king was so rich he crashed an economy. In 1324, Mansa Musa of Mali gave away so much gold during his pilgrimage to Mecca that gold prices in Cairo dropped for over 10 years, according to Arab historian Al-Umari. Fact 5. Drums were banned during slavery. Colonial laws in Jamaica and the American South outlawed African drums because they were used to send coded messages and organize rebellions, including the Stono Rebellion of 1739. These facts sound fake because African history was erased on purpose.
Yes. Listen.
1791. Saint-Domingue, France's richest colony. Sugar, coffee, gold. 500,000 enslaved Africans worked to death. August 1791, the drums start. Plantations burn. Masters flee. The slaves rise. France sends armies. Defeated. Spain invades. Defeated. Britain sends 60,000 troops. Yellow fever kills them. A former slave rises, Toussaint Louverture, trains slaves into soldiers, defeats Europe's best. Napoleon panics, sends 30,000 troops. They capture Toussaint through deception, ship him to France. He dies in a frozen prison. But the rebellion doesn't stop. 1804, Haiti wins. First Black Republic. First nation built by freed slaves. France's response? Punishment. 1825. French warships arrive. Pay 150 million francs for freeing yourselves, or we re-enslave you. Haiti agrees. $21 billion in today's money. Borrowed from French banks at crushing rates. They pay for 122 years. Final payment? 1947. But here's what lasts. The debt destroyed them. Haiti, once the richest colony, becomes the poorest nation in the Western Hemisphere. 70% live on $2 a day. Schools crumble. Hospitals lack supplies. 2010, earthquake kills 230,000. Infrastructure too weak to rebuild. 2011, president assassinated. Gangs control 80% of the capital. All because they freed themselves in 1804. France refuses to return the money. The revolution that beat 3 empires. The debt that punished 200 years of Haitians. The bill they're still paying today.
You know, a whole lot of people that say, oh, we as Africans just can't come out of the pile where we now. My answer to that, you know, is that we must find out that the Chinese and the Indian them and the white people them who they are Jamaica, them wasn't dragged out of them country and turned into enslaved people and come on here. Them did have a system set up where them bring on here. And the systems where we did have in Africa, white people beat it out away and tell us it's an evil thing. We have to know that. So when you see Africans behave a certain way and react a certain way, it's genetics, genetic memory. And genetic memory cause you to behave and react a certain way against certain things, even at your detriment too. So it's not that Africans don't have the ability, because, as you hear the man say, the first university in Mali, Timbuktu, you know, see it, and the things that where Africans invent and create in Africa before them come on here. It's something where them don't ever tell we. So we have to really figure out that we start at a disadvantage. It's just so. Take a break. Only you might have heard that there's a war going on in the so-called Middle East there. America and Israel attack Iran, and Iran fight back. Well, I want to play a clip, you know, where it's the most amazing thing I ever hear as it relates to soldiers going to war, and where them commander tell them serious thing. So I want to play the clip. Listen.
Journalist Jonathan Larson reports that U.S. troops were being told that the U.S.-Israeli attack on Iran was in preparation for Armageddon and also the return of Jesus. Jank, is this comforting information for you?
No. Just when you thought the Israeli Zionists were bad enough in starting wars for all the wrong reasons, here comes the Christian Zionists. Mm-hmm. Joy. Wait till you hear what the commander said about why we're in this war and what to do. Tell us about it, yes.
All right, so let's give you the high points. This is from Jonathan Larson's report. He says, a combat unit commander told non-commissioned officers at a briefing Monday that the Iran war is part of God's plan and that President Donald Trump was anointed by Jesus to light the signal fire in Iran to cause Armageddon and mark his return to Earth. And that is according to a non-commissioned officer. So we'll talk more about whatever that even means later. But between Saturday and Monday, more than 110 complaints had been logged by the Military Religious Freedom Foundation, or the MRFF, regarding the rhetoric about commanders in every branch of military. The complaints were widespread across more than 40 different units across roughly 30 military installations. And according to one report, the non-commissioned officer wrote to the MRFF that their commander urged us to tell our troops that this was all part of God's divine plan. And he specifically referenced numerous citations out of the book of Revelation, referring to Armageddon and the imminent return of Jesus Christ. And it is very understandable that all of this is coming directly from the top, because Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth has enshrined evangelical Christianity at the uppermost levels of the U.S. military, airing monthly prayer meetings throughout the Pentagon. Last year, the Pentagon confirmed to Larson that Hegseth attends a weekly White House Bible study, and it's led by a preacher who says that God commands America to support Israel. And these are the people, again, who are running our country and running our military, and these are the things that they believe. So Larson spoke with MRFF president and founder Mikey Weinstein about the report, and this is what Weinstein had to say. He said, these calls have one damn thing in freaking common. Our MRFF clients, service members who seek MRFF aid, report the unrestricted euphoria of their commanders and command chains as to how this new biblically sanctioned war is clearly the undeniable sign of the expeditious approach of the fundamentalist Christian end times as vividly described in the New Testament book of Revelation. Many of their commanders are especially delighted with how graphic this battle will be, zeroing in on how bloody all of this must become in order to fulfill and be in 100% accordance with fundamentalist Christian end of word eschatology, and that is, the end of worldness. That is terrifying that they seem to be giddy about everything that's happening now. It seems as though they're finally able to usher in this end of world, and so they can be raptured and go up to heaven. And of course, all of this violates the Constitution, which they don't seem worried about because the Constitution is very worldly and earthbound. And it also violates the Uniform Code of Military Justice. Weinstein had some choice words for the military members speaking this way to their subordinates, saying that they will be swiftly, aggressively, and visibly prosecuted. However, this is not the first time that talk like this was within our military in some capacity. Weinstein says that this kind of end of the world thinking creeps up any time that Israel comes up. So after October 7th, 2023, Hamas is obviously attacked Israel, for instance, and the MRFF reported a complaint about an Air Force commander who said at a briefing that the war between Israel and Hamas has all been foretold by the book of Revelation in the gospel of Jesus Christ, and no one can do anything about that. Wow. As for what these evangelicals are even talking about, evangelicals are, in many ways kind of like OG Zionists. Many, including many in our government, believe that Israel must exist in order for Jesus to return. However, Pete Hegseth's Bible study leader, preacher Ralph Drollinger, teaches that the reason to support Israel is that God still blesses Israel's allies and curses Israel's enemies, even though Israel killed Jesus. And of course, this is rooted in historic anti-Semitism. So if you needed more proof that our government was being run by evangelical Zionists, I do have a quick clip to show you. This is Republican Representative Tim Burchett, and he is being asked a question about Israel and the second coming of Jesus and the United States' role in facilitating that.
Do you think there's a role of religious extremism here in the U.S. funding and shaping the conflict? I mean, there are a lot of folks who are part of the evangelical movement that want to
support Israel.
Israel, and we don't really kind of see that same kind of constituent group pushing the other way.
Yeah, I wouldn't label the Baptist or the evangelical community as extreme because I feel like they're following the Scripture and what the Scripture says about Israel. Those who bless Israel will be blessed. I mean, they take it literal, and I'm one of those people.
There's some Christian Zionists that do believe in some of these biblical prophecies, and they're very controversial even within the Christian Zionist evangelical community. Yeah, and believing in Armageddon, that there will be a final battle around Jerusalem, and that after that battle, there's a judgment day. Jews will be killed or converted. Jesus will come back. There's going to be a rapture event. What do you think about those kind of prophecies?
I believe Jesus will come back, and I'm going to be on his side.
Hey, I don't want to play no more. I don't want to play no more Rasta, because the more I hear you, the more I get depressed, because the problem with that, a whole heap of past and believe that and preach it in them church. So the people them will now occupy Palace Israel. It's them. It's the chosen people. So I don't know if them are the chosen people where we is. If God will look out for them people there and him going to come back as Jesus to those people. Warm to them people over there so and then the other Caribbean island them. And with there a worship for them worshiping God and a hold on upon the same people them are the person where them are talk about. And now you hear them tell the soldier them say I'm a Gideon. Donald Trump is chosen by Jesus Christ for ushering the Armageddon. And that them I say, and that them I preach to the soldier them. Yes, you hear it. Them I preach it to the soldier them. What a thing. I was shocked when I hear that, believe you me. I was shocked. Because millions of people believe that, you know. And we are talking about even at Jamaica, yeah. Millions of people believe that. So we must leave the Jews them alone because them is God chosen people. If them is God chosen people, where you is, where the Chinese is, where the Native American them is, where all the indigenous people them in Brazil is, if those people over there so is God chosen people, where you go do? You in a problem. Because you have to start accept now say Donald Trump is God chosen person for ushering the return of the Messiah, Jesus Christ. You see where I go on? Don't take it light. Don't take it light. We're going to take some phone call, believe you me. Well, I mean, listen to that thing there and it boiled me up again, you know. Yeah, it boiled me up again when I listen to that something there. Trust me, man. You know why it hurt me? Because I have Jamaican people in the Jamaican church them. I tell the people them the same thing where you hear the news reporter talk about. Same thing. So you must watch what you do when you talk against the Jews them. When you don't realize in the Bible, is the Jews them sell out Jesus. According to the Bible.
Them with kindness, so take the load off.
Toxic energy. And we don't know how far, how deep it is. Very, 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 very deep.
Africa.
And then I say, if he's a citizen of America, I have a green card, I stay 6 months out of America, them going to take it away from you. Well, you could have tell them a little more, say, your family is sick and you have to stay with them. If you're out of the country of America for 6 months, them going to take away your citizenship. All them Jamaicans who are boast about them are American and them something there. It a step up. It a step up. It's only people have certain color and history. These things is happening to. You think it's joke?
With respect for our national.
Yeah, some people go like money is a evil thing, but as a matter of fact, they want misquote the Bible. Yeah, they want misquote the Bible. The Bible never say money is evil. So the love of it, the love of it. That's the whole heap of difference. The love of money is the root of evil. People say, boy, if you start to want money, money can't solve all heap of things, man. And the lack of money, why Jamaica State, so yes, Hail.
Man, Muta, good night.
Oh, yeah, man.
Yeah, man, good night, my boss. Yeah, man. Muta, money a good thing. I just psychology them. You see, I'm glad I play them program about Africa because enough of them guys here see some black people and lag and them not invent nothing and tell about money and root. I fall leave and then turn it on about the love of money. Black people have money enough to touch the sky. White people are alone and them people feel that them alone. More important to me. I don't want to it. We just second for one 2-bedroom house and one car where we trust some bank and feel like they're rich. We have a whole heap of house too. There's a politician have house till them have been twice to touch the sky. Trick, psychology, Muta. Psychology. Them behave like say how white people invent all these things that we don't know about the universe. So I'm glad they educate the people and then show up our parents them it's not so good now they made them a run or go church. Eh? And them now go church, you know, most of them a run or go church.
Go with church.
Fast and carry on.
Them go up on them yacht every Sunday, them go up on them yacht.
Alright. You know, a Catholic priest, man, they are Green Gable. Film beer, jug. Big like the rest of us. And him cost more bother than the pub more than anybody else.
Oh, well, me know one a water house if they know where. Trust me, man.
Psychology, we call up the motor way. If the white people come and say do this, we believe. We call up the thing. We don't unite and believe in ourselves. So you come there, we are boy me as this white Jesus with blue eye. I feel good now, old man. Every time I go for a teeth out of one of this white Jesus, I watch me.
I watch you. Like him want to teeth it from your toe.
Look on the other side, Muta is a naked black thing there with fork and hand and tail.
Yeah.
I say, look now, parents them up their house, you know, so bring it back.
Yeah, man. The devil black. The devil black.
Thank you. We start talking about Holy Ghost and we assure them, say, no, the Messiah, a black man. We start talking about Holy Spirit, the Ghost gone. So from the first, them start moving them a lie to it. And Rasta, me know as a youth, educate to it. And you come now, come and make it, I give it to it. Yes, Rasta. That's why we see so black people are wait for things to drop out of the sky. And white people and the Redskin people are expect without Lord have mercy. Once we have got this work and we build ourselves, have enough to. I want to.
The Lord will provide.
Wait no more time, wait. And then we get impression say we pray and drop out of the sky. Trick way. But come back to home now, Muta. Today I hear on JPFM, Darrell Barnes, Muta. I talk about the gas thing will affect us. For now. When
no man, they might raise it tomorrow. They might raise it. You mean the gas?
Me out of my house and stop and hear the news on JPFM.
Yeah, so the gas thing, you mean the raise it through the wire?
It's not going to increase.
Tomorrow.
I drive since night, I then there's so quick then get tired from Middle East.
And that me, oh gosh, man, you know, wait,
everything will come with this truck with them better start squeeze with.
When me hear it, you know, I should give chance to talk. When me hear it, you know, me say wait. Then from over Iran, so no. You are telling me say a 3 day the war are go on. And the gas was supposed to reach already.
Them guys here, man. But my brother now look for me and say, I didn't know his name, I can't believe politician. I said, no. I hear it, I stop at my door and listen to the news and heard it.
Tomorrow, brethren. They're going to raise the gas tomorrow.
We hear it. And then if the war, them say gas go up through Russian war, who give up war? Venezuela or Iraq or Iran or Russia. Russia supply what? 80% of the world with oil and most of Europe. So when these oil come and Trump out there blow up ship. Really now? So I tell people, then you know, him say nothing again about the JPS thing, you know, the JPS thing now just vanish, you know. The him attack strong during election, but you can't afford to make PMP win for give it back our next raw deal with JPS, and after them win election motor, the JPS thing vanish. And more than warm to black Jamaican people, warm to man.
Why?
Spanish, everything just seal. And you tell me no motor tomorrow morning, not even tomorrow morning, no, the gas raise.
Well, gas
so everything quit no motor just a raise, there's no ease up.
Yeah, they will raise it until you see the gas. Everything on the war.
And then motor, thank you. I'm telling you, motor, I say to you again, I mean, that man, love me, I can't stop a motor. From COVID, $200 to $400 and 2,000 for the starfish, mackerel away. Them things that we have to poor people for that 2,000 and 3,000 feet motor. No, the governor general I get a bag of money, no address nothing. The prime minister, them just go on the two thing motor, the everyday price increase and the land. That's why I'm telling you, motor, but cannot like GLP and our people, me. I said, 200,000 US will never put from because motor, you have to stand for something motor.
I have to find out, tomorrow, I have to go find from what's your name. If them can't find somebody to tell me about this gas thing, how is it that I just 3 day or 4 day now the war start?
4 days.
And then block off the round Yemen there, so them block it off. The Iranians say any ship will come through, them will blow it up. And the ship them, you tell me say the gas will raise, reach at Jamaica already from round there.
So that may say nobody there for protect we, man. Nobody there for protect we, motor.
I must not understand why. I must not understand them things.
No, me say motor Darrell fast to the 12 o'clock news.
So gas now raise.
Until 4 months. So.
You sure that him say Bridget? Really, you sure that him say because today them say they're going to raise tomorrow, you know. Me heard on the news, you know, say tomorrow the gas are going to raise.
Yeah, man, 12 o'clock, him say.
So Darrell Vaz said.
The next 3 to 4 months. It won't affect us, it won't increase.
Well, I have to go find out if nothing goes so right.
Darrell Vaz set up on Cliff Views. I hope somebody can listen here. All right. Regardless if me misinterpret, but I'm sure it won't affect us for the next 4 to 3 months. If it can affect us, it can affect us. Tell what
talk about the war. The gas will get caught up in the war. That's what
I can't go through him, but we have a war out here where them have blow up ship in the Caribbean water same way. So where we get to gas from motor? Iran, Iraq, or Venezuela?
Everywhere we get it from, man. Anyway, we used to get from Venezuela. But even that Venezuela gas, watch a man. I have to go find it out, Bridget. I have to go find it.
Find it out, yeah, motor, yeah, man.
I can't find it.
A lot of time I hear for Raspal or Mandingo there, yeah, man.
Yeah, man, Mandingo, yeah. All right.
Motor, them man are ready, motor. Them man
have to break. I have to take a break. Yeah, break time. Like gas thing there, I'm supposed to low. Serious thing. I don't know if it's something I miss something because I couldn't stay away there. Them couldn't so evil, man. I miss something, man. Definitely think I miss something. Anyway, I could go back to this. Which family there? I have somebody there, I could play this.
Jews never buy investment property.
All right, look at all. Marcus Garvey said in the philosophy and opinion, look how the Jews them deal with business and money. That is, they must study them. Now hear this.
Jews never buy investment properties with cash. Here's why. Let's say you have $300,000. Most people buy one property cash. They own one property and call it a day. Here's what we do instead. We put 20% down on 5 properties. That's the same $300,000. Now the tenants move in and they pay all 5 mortgages every single month. We own 5 properties worth $1.5 million, and it costs us nothing out of pocket. Your one property goes up 10%. You made $30,000. Our 5 go up 10%. We made $150,000. Same $300,000. 5 times the return. You spent all your money on one house. and now you're waiting. We use the bank's money to buy 5 properties. Let the tenants pay the bank back every month and use the leftover cash to buy even more. You have one asset. We have an empire. That's the difference between cash and leverage. Comment, wealth, and I'll send you the wealth secrets they hide from the goy.
All right, we'll play it again. We'll play it again. Serious thing.
Jews never buy investment properties with cash. Here's why. Let's say you have $300,000. Most people buy one property cash. They own one property and call it a day. Here's what we do instead. We put 20% down on 5 properties. That's the same $300,000. Now the tenants move in and they pay all 5 mortgages every single month. We own 5 properties worth $1.5 million, and it costs us nothing out of pocket. Your one property goes up 10%. You made $30,000. Our 5 go up 10%. We made $150,000. Same $300,000. 5 times the return. You spent all your money on one house, and now you're waiting. We use the bank's money to buy 5 properties. Let the tenants pay the bank back every month and use the leftover cash to buy even more. You have one asset. We have an empire. That's the difference between cash and leverage. Comment, wealth, and I'll send you the wealth secrets they hide from the goyim. Jews don't buy Nike shoes. We buy their stocks. We don't buy the new iPhone every year. We buy more Apple stocks before the new iPhone comes out. You drive the most expensive car you can barely afford. We drive the cheaper one and put the rest into real estate. You wear the brand. We own the brand. That's not a flex. That's a system. My father taught me something I'll never forget. Every dollar you spend on looking rich is a dollar that could have made you actually rich. Every pair of sneakers, every watch, every upgrade you didn't need. That's not spending, that's bleeding. The secret to Jewish success was never intelligence. It's knowing the difference between an asset and a liability. You buy things that lose value the second you swipe your card. We buy things that make money while we sleep. You need everyone to see your success. We build ours so quietly that by the time you notice, it's generational. Comment money and I'll send you the real estate secrets they hide from the goyim.
Yeah, Marcus Garvey tell you about this thing. Look what the Jews do and how them flex. And this is the thing where the man I tell you, that Jew brother I talk about, is something you have to remember. Yeah, man. Yeah, El.
Mota Baroka.
Yeah, man. Blessed man.
Blessed love. Strong liberty.
Long time I don't hear from you, man.
Good day, man. Sometimes call and can't get through. Just jump and go on.
Yeah.
When you look all IRAP workers.
Okay.
Not every police station of them work. Muta.
Yes, sir.
I think crime and violence can make people better.
Crime and violence?
Yeah.
Make them better?
If them can live better with that.
No, sir.
All right.
No.
So why is it our leaders, so-called leaders and Tapanar's leaders, I bring that to the world and to the people then? At all times.
You ask me that. Because them see something in it. Them is corrupted and them see something in it.
Yeah. So,
but I feel them own interest in my search for. I mean, when you say get to where you mean?
Like, them not to stand a penalty some way, somehow.
Who are going to give them the penalty? I will if a wicked man gone, dead and gone. Which penalty? I will if a man do it.
Them dead and gone, yes.
Yeah, man. So which penalty are that about?
Penalty with even guilty conscience. and when people them rise up. Because people will rise up on them, you know.
Yeah, but when I say,
rise up, no.
These kind of men has always been here. You can call them out in a history. All them always be there. And them dead and gone. And left the earth.
Yeah, but now it was all while more time. Every day people get wise and wiser.
Yeah, well, me don't know if it was all the while, but you know them way them.
Even though it's slow.
You have to just work around it. You have to work around it.
Rasta knows say, all of this thing we are going on earth, it a cost from the so-called leaders, them at the top of the thing, you know.
Of course.
Because when you take all that, take him down, so it's miserable, man. And when the people them don't finish, them come and them are going like say, they're innocent and them don't know about these things. Well, at them set it up.
Them, of course.
And so we have some people who really, they're not really in luck to the thing. Starvation is one of the things. Material things. Because the world right now, I see it set themselves for material things. Kill people for that blood, sweat and tears. We have people all over the world. I'm going like I said, it is good. And that is not good. And the system where we lead out to, people them have the use them in this mess. That so-called leaders use them and abuse them. And look more at our people, our sons, our daughters, our family, our neighbors, our nieces, and all them are used to do them filthiness. So I said, we want the people them to realize and rise up more and don't know so much. But I'm being ammunition can't stop the reality, the natural liberty, you know, we have flow right through earth, no matter how long it takes. But also, every one of us have to find ourselves in a position where we want to be free from all these things. Because life can be better, you know. Because life we live right now, as some look up filthiness, I don't know, portion of life we live, man. Go on. And people glad feet. It's a shame, man. It's a shame. Proud and scornful people. A fire for them, you know. You know, so them can't get to them feel. It's one of them all in them bed now and nervous. Can't get nervous and nothing, but because the wickedness to them, they are react on them. So no matter where them say and where them are doing, it can't hide. Because what in the darkness have a forward out in our light, you know. You could have killed all 1,000 people. If you don't want to find out how you do it, and more to come out. And more people kill, and more of them are going to say you're evil. And instead, people are used to do the thing. One day or one night, it is about call upon you to repentance. Repentance is a must. This is not no wicked people can escape the judgment, you know. But them think them can't escape, but them never escape. Them have to go face up. All people them in the place, all them who have the whole of money and things like that, yeah. And the people who rob. People them forget the things them want to hide from them. And it's on the strength and it must torment, you know. So, how could we live in our life now, where we can feel proud of one another? Because no man is bigger than no man, you know, in natural liberty, you know, in truth and right, you know. And that's the thing said. And that's where we stay and free up yourself, you know.
Yeah,
so
we have to move now, though. We have to move. We have to move. We have to move now, Bridget. We have to move.
I feel like I'm safe.
We give time, we have to move now. We give a long time, we have to move.
We don't buy the new iPhone every year. We buy more Apple stocks before the new iPhone comes out. You drive the most expensive car you can barely afford. We drive the cheaper one and put the rest into real estate. You wear the brand. We own the brand. That's not a flex. That's a system. My father taught me something I'll never...
Yes, yeah.
Hello, good night.
Good night.
Yeah. Yeah. Time to wake the town and tell the people about this thing coming your way. My room, stepping razor. Watch me now, Father. I must send my condolences to the Irish family and to Bob Clark family. Oh, God, man. And you see you long before me get to give my 2 cents.
That man say, you take long.
Today the service day, and you know, say, if it wasn't circumstances beyond my control, then would have said, I'll me out of Bob Clark Church today, you know. May I tell you, would I hear some of that? I mean, would have myself so quietly. No, may I tell you, say, if they would have tried to stop me from come, problem would have been there. But me would have come and behave myself. Me would have find my plane fear anywhere on the earth for Bob Clark. And something touched me too about it. I can't take a little bit. I hear them say, I'm going to be crematory. I'm going to go to the crematory on another station. I hear them say that Bob Clark is a man of monument. All of the man friend them becomes monument, you know. From the Dennis Brown to the Bob, you can visit all of them peacefully. I don't feel he should be cremated. I feel he should be placed.
So, you know, so I know him request that before him dead.
If he do that with a ball and put and beg himself, no man, Bob, man.
No, wait no man, I ask you. You don't think so could have request cremation?
Yes, people have them requests.
Yeah, well, maybe I let him do. I let him request.
And the family just have to stand by it for honor him in another way.
Yeah, well, usually that happen.
Why? Them say today they send off, what good brother, Bob? And go Sunday school. Yeah, me know him I hear me, you know.
Him I hear you. Where's him I hear you?
And then I met that station anyway in a Zion, him I got tune in. What's are you the pan reader now, bossy? Why? Me call up myself a little bit, yeah. I'm here, I call that talk about Darrell Vaz, you know, I say. I'm here, him send for some tester people, and them gonna say, we wait 3 months for the result. To see if they have oil.
Oh, yeah, me hear that.
Yeah, so we want to bring in some other royalty and money there in our island. So, you feel say all there, don't want motor?
Me don't know. Me don't have no feeling about it. Me don't know.
Well, watch this one.
It's something where bother me here or there.
It ever bother me here. It always I say, me don't want to go ball up but we have island, embarrass yourself and send for the man them and come.
No, me not ball out that. Me not embarrass myself because me not ball out.
Me I feel a way there from my kid. I feel embarrassed to say, but all these countries are around and why them can't find it here? But me always, to them know it comes to me and say, then if Venezuela have oil and Cuba have oil, just a couple miles here, so what? Then we go around, so we must have oil here, so.
Cuba have oil?
Of course.
Then all them reach a stage now where them get blockade and can't get none.
Them can't get none.
Yeah, them have blockade. When name Donald Trump put a blockade, say Russia, them can't say no oil coming. The Venezuela and them used to hold on, man. Them used to get oil from Venezuela.
So what them have over there? Them have the oil and gas, the butane one. Cuba have no oil and no gas.
I don't know nothing about that. I don't know, but I tell you, say where you just say a while ago. Them have a blockade against. Yeah,
for true. That they publicly pan read and them a boss of the country almost like a shut them because shortage of that. Well, it's the Venezuela, and I feel if them because my travel around Jamaica and you say I leave a residue, you know. And sometimes I say, all right, even from Portmore shoreline or even downtown, even going back to airport, more time I did the water black stuff that I look me I say probably at the island for the ship them when I come across. But then when me find myself now back in a say even if I go Spain, because us I'm at music at Spanish school, more time with the buy and swampland them land and we still find residue. That means I'll seep up from somewhere. And if you go far apart in the country, we still see the black water there, I residue there in the swamp areas then. But that's what I said. You know,
everybody would have glad if I there Jamaica. Everybody would have glad.
Oh, yeah, man. We need some of the blessings.
Glad, you know, not Richard, glad.
Well, we'd have got thief 2 buckets to make ourselves rich. At Jamaica, we not get to another round. Boss, me have step down and make this quick. So, the war we are going down between Iran and them now, you see? And them must say, it lost me because this war just started, I think, last week, and I don't understand where it's for.
You don't know where it's for?
No. I have an idea, but them not.
What it for is that Israel want to get rid of all of the Arab nations them round them, and them afraid of Iran because Iran go out there and make a nuclear bomb Them have nuclear bomb, but them don't want nobody around them have it. So, and then America is for them friend. You know, and
the world police.
They must steer America. So America get involved with film war, and that's the problem. We don't know about that problem there.
Well, it seems like I don't know if I just that, and then they must have something in a fever last so long. It was like a deployment where them supposed to go and just ban some bases and get rid of.
Then you believe that? You believe that it could have take 4 days or 1 week to done?
Well, at that no, to him go try with Maduro and take 2 days.
No, but them never fight Maduro. Them go in there by night, go take him out and kill some of the people.
If that are tough, so them think it would have be a for talent. So Iran, Iran would have be the same too. But
no, but you know, Iran have all sort of weapon where more high tech than all America too.
True.
The man they have things around us away.
The man them say that right now them have some whole heap of things the way a month them can go if with America and America Arsenal fat. So
them attack all of the Arab countries around them, you know. Because America have things in there.
At the base, them at the American base, them touch up because the. All right, bossy. But that's why I big up 2 people because they have a little.
After I'm done with Iran, you know, Cuba, I'm come here, you know.
Jeez, I'm team. You know, say that's why me that go well you because me I say. I just because guess what now? The brother come out already, you know. You know. And our Prime Minister got tell him and say, boy, you can't have the people that suffer son with the illegal. I not feel him I gotta take it so. But I'm in a year nobody else come up stand up behind the bro God. See, not even me, I'm only way. Say I say.
No, wait, hold on there. You know, you hear him go talk the other day, and one of them man up so I say, watch out, I don't like how you talk, you know.
Florida brother. Yeah, man,
you don't like how you talk.
Yeah, but them
never say nothing.
He must say Andrew for watching more and mine.
Yeah, but what Andrew say? Andrew says that the Cuban them help Jamaica in a lot of ways. I think.
Just like I see him, it would have been see him here like how Israel that deal with Palestine and the people them say, no man, even so be the case, man. You know, I got look how easy upon them, but I don't know come like the man must step out. And that brother, when he will come from Cuba and have the man them deal with him place. So although he must say it's a regime, he must try to get out.
Rubio.
He must say they want to get rid of this communist regime.
Everywhere they want to get rid of communism. Everywhere.
And some that try to put it in now because they must set some law where he might can go next term too, you know.
Watch out, I'm going to tell you something. You buy America when I war yet.
Oh, you mean?
May I ask you about here America?
That can mean, yes, you know, a confirmation. Yes.
Which war them win?
Me tell you, you're going like you forget already in a boss. Remember the man them playing Saddam Hussein.
Them win the war? No, man.
You mean, say?
No.
Bin Laden come from us.
Yo, wait no man. Man. Saddam, I know Iraq, you know.
Saddam, what then?
Saddam was the president of Iraq, but Saddam, I know Iraq.
Iraq and America was fighting.
Yeah, but them killing Saddam. So on to the country now. So win which war? Which way the country they know?
The country now is a real, you know, man. The country now they on top like what we call it. Say even Dubai or Burkina Faso.
No, but them not attack Burkina Faso.
No, but Burkina Faso ain't in a war neither. But
yeah, but when I say
with the war we are
yeah, but them no win. What you call win war? What is win war?
Defeat your enemy. So if them have
them not defeat Iraq, but them not defeated. Them have to come out. You know, them have to run out Afghanistan. Which part them win? Them win Afghanistan. You know, them have to come out.
Then man, them not slap up Osama bin Laden too, man.
Osama bin Laden, I know prime president. He wasn't no president.
I was geared and supposed to be.
Them no will. Watch a man. Afghans who are run Afghanistan now. Not the same people. Them will do that try run out. Taliban.
Them are war, no. You see?
No, the Taliban. The Taliban are run.
Yeah. They
Afghanistan.
When them go where they say, them are going to reform it themselves.
Them not go to Vietnam. Them still have to come out of Vietnam.
But the one them where I run it now, them are not Saddam man, their daughter and them army, you know. So if them man put it, we are pinpointed when they say fight. Them and Saddam was at fight and them defeat them.
Where call win? But where call win war? Win war. Where call win?
By you cut down your enemy to a greater extent than what them do. And it was a fight more than Saddam not do nothing to America. Him not touch America in no way. Then the few little ground towards them will get touched over there. So and then coming up, who would say, well, is that war we would have give them winning, say America win war. But them still have them ways to manipulate and put the back in a feed them. And the only way to stop it, we have them have to go ball peace. So if peace not fine right now, down in Iraq now go confirm to them.
Iran you talk about now. Iran you talk
about. Yes, sorry. Iran, it you know it go and Trump seems like the man with the ride the America bull with them on the rider there. When I go ease up till you confirm.
Anyway, we have a long time to see where I got because them pieces that go down here now.
Yeah.
And that them they say but them they say all the while them going in our country that them do. Them say no why now go up to now them say no why that you know. Them say no why them that do.
And that me I hear say it's not real. Some people say it's not real because them.
No. We are talking
about them a few things that happen down there, you know.
No, listen to me.
Just like how the Stanley Court and some people say
no, listen to me now, man.
Yeah, that one.
Vietnam man, a war a go on in Middle East. What them call Middle East with Israel, America, and Iran. And Iran now attack all of the base them where America have in the different Arab country them. So we are saying nothing like AI thing. Which
you know, hear the argument. Me ask that.
But them not hear all of the argument them, but me not follow up them argument.
That just put forth here.
Yeah, but me not follow up the argument. Me know say. When me look on my TV, when me read, me have sense to know say this or that. Me not follow what people say that way there.
But right now, business, if a flicker chatter couldn't turn back so much ship and could not have people scamper for them life, the man them a call back even them citizens them.
America?
Oh, you mean?
Then them can't make this, but no, but them.
Something I go on. From you, them I say that.
But you know, something I go on, brethren. I know something I go on, something I go on.
Which is right, Bafi.
And America now handicap and them citizens them down there, and them I tell the citizens they must find them way out.
Whatever you should I do that from the get go, man.
I never hear no country do that yet in my life from a band.
But the man them sit, I hear Chomsy that say that, and them know Chomsy that go do that, and the man move their armada go down like a cowboy. That said, from long time you should have pre that too.
Anyway, what's it?
Yeah, man. So, hold on, I make a shout out to two little people because them are listening to two youth where may I try bring them into the righteousness. So, Shabba, big up yourself, and Dean.
Which Shabba? Tell me which Shabba for the same Shabba. Which Shabba? Let me say for the same Shabba.
No, that one is a kid. He's a youth.
Where live? St. Catherine?
Kingston, but he migrated. We are firing him there now, listen.
Oh, I think I Shabba when me know. All right.
Yes, boss. Thanks, sweet.
Yeah, I'm Muta my name, yeah? All right, no, I could say we are going on, son. Oh. When I play this, I want to start it again, Because I think it's very important.
Jews don't buy Nike shoes. We buy their stocks. We don't buy the new iPhone every year. We buy more Apple stocks before the new iPhone comes out. You drive the most expensive car you can barely afford. We drive the cheaper one and put the rest into real estate. You wear the brand. We own the brand. That's not a flex. That's a system. My father taught me something I'll never forget. Every dollar you spend on looking rich is a dollar that could have made you actually rich. Every pair of sneakers, every watch, every upgrade you didn't need. That's not spending, that's bleeding. The secret to Jewish success was never intelligence. It's knowing the difference between an asset and a liability. You buy things that lose value the second you swipe your card. We buy things that make money while we sleep. You need everyone to see your success. We build ours so quietly that by the time you notice, it's generational. Comment money and I'll send you the real estate secrets they hide from the Goyim.
Yes, serious thing. Yes, ill.
Ill Mota.
Blessed man.
Yeah, man, blessed man. We're there with you, you know?
All right, give thanks.
Yeah, man, running time to tell now. Nice to know so you're still there.
Give thanks for that.
Mm-hmm.
So every week, since what, two months in the last week, last year, till now, every week I know somebody will fall out.
That's true, man. Some people fall away and not even hear about.
Yeah, I talk about people who I know. Every week, somebody who I know.
Yeah, believe me.
Close to.
Yeah, believe me. See, to them here say great Bob Clark pass.
I know to them pass, man. A long time in pass, man. Them just have him funeral today. Them have him funeral today.
I to them here why? Because the radio get mashed up right now storm.
You serious?
Because hear me now, me did tell you one time, so me have a shop where me listen more time, you know, and make other people listen to, you know.
Yeah, and then have it again.
Through the radio, it never turn off, so one whole lightning did flash and thing, and it did lick the radio there. And from that, me never get no radio back still, you know.
How long ago that?
Try nice storm, man.
Since the hurricane, huh?
Little bit before the storm when the lightning did a flash.
Yeah.
Yeah, but me have my sound still, so that's why.
You have your sound?
Yeah, man, me have a little big sound, man.
So you have a tuner in the something?
Huh?
You have a tuner with the sound? You know, some have radio upon the tune, upon the sound.
No, me not nothing we play radio upon the sound, believe me.
Okay.
But Muta, you need me play a whole for Muta, you know.
You play a whole for Muta?
Yeah, man, me I only sound when me know around the cut we play Muta.
So which part you play out? You play out?
Yeah, man, me get the sound play more time, you know.
Okay.
Yeah, sometimes I just go to some place and connect and just 2 more play 2 tunes.
Oh, you serious?
Yeah, man.
That nice, man. You're a music man. That is good.
Yeah, man.
Some people can't do work unless them hear music, you know.
Yeah, that's with me because for me ends now, me just connect my sound and play because me do a whole pop, me plan one whole pop sitting to, you know. Yeah, man.
You're rounded, man. That's beautiful. That's beautiful.
So, Muta, me I say, I don't know if you hear about the issue with the girl down at Westmoreland there with the gas station.
We burn up the girl, the lady. Burn her up.
Yeah, what great thought you have on that, Muta?
Me not no great thought for me upon it, that's that. Them think there's some serious thing, you know.
Serious thing, man.
Fighting start. And you just light somebody on fire.
But me I hear say, I see the girl did have why the fire come.
Yeah.
Because they must say the pump girl strike lighter, but lighter can't strike on shore. Because lighter if you press with the gas, unless the lighter catch a fire, because my lighter catch a fire already. But me have to have it turn on a long time.
No, but if you choose somebody, if you choose gas on somebody, and then turn on the lighter and chew upon them, they might go burn up.
No, Muta, that can't happen. Because from your leg of the gas at the lighter out.
No, man. What you mean?
And from the girl, the piece from a girl they get the gas, she run. From the gas touch her, she must move away.
Maybe she still attack too.
Huh?
Maybe she still attack. When the person show the gas pan her, maybe she still attack.
Yeah.
And then no man just flip over the light and not choke on her.
Well, I first sense the argument me ever hear from that. I must attack. She attack from the when she get the gas, she attack. So the light.
Yeah, the light that she hold her turn on the light and as the woman nearly reach her, she don't drop it.
Yeah. But it's
a terrible thing.
It's
Terrible.
Terrible.
So you know the woman where John the little baby today.
In I bucket.
Yeah.
Yeah, me hear about the bucket one cent night. Yeah,
them people don't see in Rasta. I don't see people out of them someday.
You know what say? The earth a turn away different mood.
No, the earth are good. Which earth? Oh, I mean turn. The same way it a turn for millions of years it a turn. I mean earth a turn. Turn which way? So a man and the madness of people. That's why I'm seeing people like this. Eh?
You think I people them? But mood that.
They know the people, I know the earth I do it, are the people them.
Mood that, let me tell you a little big thing. This world, not even the world too, because I refer make well for people learn. You see, for a long time, if I never I refer this country, I don't worse sign.
Hey, yeah, but you tune, maybe you never ever hear, I should have played, you know. Luras have a tune, really, Luras have a tune say, what's the matter with the world as the world gone mad?
I go play
it's not it's not the world, it's the people that live in it. You ever hear that tune there?
Yeah, mister, me have it, man. I go anytime I string up at the first tune.
All right, see there?
Play anytime I string up.
Well, I know the world, and the people who live in it.
And the people who live in it, Muta. Because me I tell you, say, you see, if I never come with black history and black certain thing, this country with a white like, senior. Yeah, man, I be a white and ugly and sitting. Go on. Because you bring in certain things, you have to big up the whole system and all who just come to, for everybody who just come learn. And have a positive vibe. So that me know.
All right, sir. All right, sir. Give thanks.
You know, see, I just call for my mind, tell me, say the funny.
Your mind. Okay, yeah? Your mind, I go on, good man.
Yeah, man, I'm shocked me the man, but you me not listen. Me get a radio by such because me talk to somebody to get one still. So give thanks, Muta, and glad to know that you're still here.
Me there, give thanks, Virgin, give thanks.
Yeah, man, pardon you said that. Big up.
All right.
1960, Congo. After 75 years of Belgian brutality, independence finally comes. Out of the chaos, one man rises, Patrice Lumumba. Congo's first democratically elected prime minister. He's 35, a former postal clerk, a visionary. He speaks of unity, building schools, hospitals, a nation free from foreign control. For millions, he is hope. But Congo sits on a fortune: copper, cobalt, diamonds, uranium. Resources the West cannot afford to lose. Lumumba wants them for Congolese people. Belgium wants them back. When Lumumba asks the Soviet Union for help, Washington panics. Eisenhower gives the order, remove him. The CIA gets to work. They fund rebels, bribe officials, spread propaganda. September 1960, a CIA-backed coup begins. Lumumba is arrested, beaten on camera. January 17th, 1961, he's flown to Katanga, Belgian-controlled territory. Belgian officers are waiting. They execute him by firing squad, then dissolve his body in acid. No grave, no body, no evidence. Belgium and the CIA install Joseph Mobutu, a dictator who rules for 32 years. He loots billions, builds palaces, opens Swiss bank accounts. Congo's wealth flows out. The people starve. The country that should have been Africa's richest becomes one of its poorest. Schools crumble. Hospitals close. Infrastructure collapses. Mobutu dies in 1997, but the damage is permanent. Congo descends into civil wars. Millions die. Militias fight over mines. Rape becomes a weapon. Today, Congo has $24 trillion in mineral wealth, but most Congolese live on less than $2 a day. 2002, Belgium admits involvement in Lumumba's murder. 2003, they return one tooth, all that remains of his body. No reparations, no accountability. 7 months in power, killed for wanting Congo's resources for Congolese people. 60 years later, Congo is still paying the price.
What if I told you that your phone, your laptop, and that electric car everyone's raving about all depend on the same place? The Democratic Republic of Congo. 70% of the world's cobalt comes from here. And while Silicon Valley and Beijing build the future, Congolese children dig it out of the ground with their bare hands. Welcome to the new scramble for Africa. The West wants to save the planet. China wants to dominate the future. And Africa? Africa has what they both need. The richest ground on earth. The poorest people on earth. That's not a coincidence. It's a business model. Here's how the new scramble works, and why it's the old scramble with better PR. China builds a road to your mind. Loans you money you can't repay. Takes minerals as payment. But the road? It goes to the mine, not your schools. And the debt? It never ends. Meanwhile, Western tech giants and car manufacturers rely on the same Congolese cobalt for every smartphone, every laptop, every electric vehicle battery. Apple, Samsung, every major automaker, they all need what Congo has. But who profits? DRC digs the cobalt. China refines 80% of it. Western companies buy it. The $1,000 profit per ton? They keep it. Congo gets 3. Chinese mining firms control 15 of 19 major cobalt operations in DRC. American and European corporations source from the same mines. Different flags, same extraction. 40,000 Congolese children mining cobalt by hand. No safety equipment. No labor rights. $2 a day. So your battery can be called ethical and your phone can be called innovative. 1884. Europe carved up Africa for rubber and ivory. They called it civilization. 2024. China and the West carve up Africa for cobalt and lithium. They call it green energy and digital transformation. The face has changed. The menu changed. But the meal? Still Africa. By 2030, the world needs 500% more cobalt. Where will it come from? The scramble is accelerating. China's Belt and Road. America's Lobedo Corridor. European Union critical minerals partnerships. New deals every month. Competition between superpowers. But here's what won't change. DRC will dig. China will refine. The West will consume. And Congo will stay poor. They tell you electric cars will save the world and smartphones connect us all. They don't tell you who pays the price.
Hey, watch your man. Did you know in Zimbabwe as we speak, Zimbabwe, them say them not exporting no more raw material, mineral. Yes, them now make no more people come in them country, just like Burkina Faso, just like Malawi, sorry, not Malawi, Mali, just like, what other country name, them say, look here, how come we have the mineral and we so poor and uno come take it and carry go for uno country and uno so rich and we can, no, that have to done. So more and more the country them decide say, them now sell no more raw material. As a matter of fact, in a Burkina Faso, you see the Virgin Ibrahim Sore, I say, them will start build certain things for themselves with the minerals who choose to take and carry go do certain things with it. And we see in the Congo, one of the most devastating criminal activities that ever take place by any country by Leopold. And it's still a go on because they might draw out the mineral them out there to make the same cell phone where we have computer and all them something there. I bet you all my people never know say the material where make your phone, your computer and all them something there. Africa it come from. You know the same country where you mentioned a while ago. How them kill Patrice Lumumba, burn him, and all them could have get to go back to Africa is him teeth. When I'm teeth them for proofs. Hey, may I tell you, Rasta, we are going so after so much years. Actually, we don't know the history. It's the history, you know. I'll come to the conclusion. Say, it's because we don't know history. And if you don't know your history, you might repeat it.
1885, King Leopold II of Belgium claimed the Congo as his personal property. He wants rubber, sends his army with quotas, 20 kilograms per man, per day. Miss it? They cut off your hand. Soldiers bring baskets of severed hands as proof. A father brings 19 kilograms, one short.
Listen, you know. You hear that? You hear that? What them do? If you not bring the amount where you're supposed to bring, them cut off your hand. You know much hand come back. Oh gosh, man.
1885. King Leopold II of Belgium claimed the Congo as his personal property. He wants rubber. Sends his army with quotas. 20 kilograms per man, per day. Miss it? They cut off your hand. Soldiers bring baskets of severed hands as proof. A father brings 19 kilograms. One short. They take his daughter's hand instead. She's 5. Villages that resist? Burned. Everyone inside. The shikot. A whip made of hippo hide. Shreds flesh off backs. 20 lashes standard. 50 for running, 100 for fighting. Most die from 100. A Belgian officer photographs himself at his desk, pile of human hands next to his coffee. 23 years, 10 million dead, half the population. Leopold never visits, not once. Makes $1 billion, builds palaces. 1904, photographs leak, the world sees. 1908, Belgium up the Congo. He keeps the money, dies in 1909, age 74, wealthy, comfortable, no trial, no prison, no punishment. His statues still stand in Brussels today. The Congo never recovered. 10 million dead, hands cut for rubber. He never visited, died rich.
You hear that? Hey, a long time we are telling you these things, you know. Long time. We're not tired to tell you, you know, because really and truly, you have to just keep doing it. Keep doing it. When them talk about Africans lazy, when them talk, we are delve on history too much. If you don't know your history, you might repeat it so much, because that is one thing the Jews them don't tolerate. The Jews them don't tolerate the forgetting of the Holocaust, the Jewish Holocaust. That's why they have a museum. That's them have a museum. Whole heap of people are going like say, when we the on radio talk about slavery, them say, that's a long time something. While people are that they say, it's not them that do it. It's them four parents. But what them four parents do, have a serious backlash pan we so, and put them in a better position for them four parents. Put them in a better position for them which part them there now. So don't tell me about say it's long time. It's every time something is in time. Time never go away. Even if it's not a person's mind, it never go away. So don't try make we believe say because we are talking about it and I show the people them we are delving at the past. The past is still here with us. The past still there. Because there's so much things to remember. And if we could have remembered so much other things, we wouldn't find ourselves in this position where we find ourselves in now. But true, we forget. We keep repeating the same madness. And you know, if you keep repeating what you do, you're going to get the same result, which is crazy. It's better to know than to don't know. Yes.
And now the details. 99% of Jamaica Public Service JPS customers had electricity restored up to last Saturday, February 28, 123 days after Hurricane Melissa hit the island. Providing an update at Jamaica House this morning, Energy Minister Darrell Vaz said this means that approximately 681,000 of the 690,000 customers are back on the JPS grid.
At the end of February, a clear public commitment was made that fewer than 10,000 customers would remain without electricity. That pledge was met, commitment made, commitment kept.
Mr. Vaz noted that as at this morning, 8,653 customers remain without electricity, with the majority of those customers residing in St. Elizabeth and Westmoreland. He said JPS teams will be working assiduously to get power fully restored by next month.
An additional 5,000 customers are expected to be restored in the month of March. 3,600 customers will remain without electricity. Those will go into April, and we are looking to close off in April. So, as of right now, Westmoreland is at 83% restoration. 5,568 customers in Westmoreland remain without electricity. St. Elizabeth is at 92% with 3,416 customers. And St. James at 99% with 151 customers. St. Elizabeth, 36 districts and communities will get back light in the month of March. And for Westmoreland, the same 36 will get back light in the month of March. St. James, Huntley and Kemshot, and Hanover Milestone. So the emphasis really is on St. Elizabeth and Westmoreland. And as I said before, we are not stopping until everybody is restored.
And the Energy Minister says results from the surface geochemical survey conducted by United Oil and Gas PLC will be available within 2 to 3 months. The company completed the process on February 28 to determine if the country possesses oil and gas. Speaking at the post-cabinet press briefing today, Mr. Vaz said samples are now en route to a lab in the United States for testing.
During the mission, 1,189 line kilometers of multi-beam echo sounder data was collected to map the seafloor. Heat flow probe data was gathered to analyze temperature gradients. Most importantly, piston cores were taken from 42 locations across the Walton and Morant basins for direct testings of oil and gas presence. These cores have now been offloaded and are en route to a lab in the United States for detailed analysis. Results are expected within 2 to 3 months.
He cautioned persons to listen to the government concerning updates in efforts to avoid rumors.
This is not simply a technical exercise, it is a meaningful step towards understanding the geological potential of offshore Jamaica. The data collected is state-of-the-art and will inform evidence-based decision-making about the country's energy future. As we await the lab results, the government remains committed to a responsible science-led approach. Exploration does not mean exploitation without safeguards. It means gathering facts, analyzing data, and making informed decisions in the best interest of Jamaica. So once again, I caution everybody to be patient and calm and to listen to the government on this very sensitive matter. 2 to 3 months before we hear anything positive or negative, and therefore we don't expect to have anything, rumors circulating about the discovery of oil or gas. When I tell you that is so, then it is so. Until such time, we just hope and pray.
Minister of Energy Darrell Vaz. The prices of all products supplied by Petrojam will see an increase effective tomorrow. 4 of them will cost $4.50 more. They are E1090 gasoline, automotive diesel oil, ultra-low sulfur diesel, and kerosene. 2 others will cost $3.06 more. They are E1087 gasoline and butane LPG cooking gas. Propane LPG cooking gas will go up by $1.63 a litre. Retailers and marketing companies will make their own adjustments to the prices stated by Petrojam. Foreign Affairs Minister Kamina Johnson-Smith says there is no concern over what she calls misplaced perspective on the Prime Minister's recent address in St. Kitts and Nevis last month. In his address at the opening ceremony of the 50th regular meeting of the Conference of Heads of Government of CARICOM, Dr. Andrew Holness spoke about United States-Cuba tensions as the island deals with the impact of an oil embargo. In response to Dr. Holness's address, U.S. Congressman Carlo Gimenez took to his X account, warning that Jamaica will face the consequences. When asked about the matter at a post-cabinet press briefing this morning, Mrs. Johnson-Smith said the general consensus showed that the Prime Minister's speech was balanced and expressed the complexity of the circumstances of the relationship of Cuba with the region.
We took note of the tweet. I'm not going to elevate it to a statement, but I will note it as a post that was made in social media. But we are 100% confident that the broad acceptance and recognition of the Prime Minister's statement was that it was balanced, it was visionary, it was realistic, it expressed the complexity of the circumstances of the relationship of Cuba with the region, while recognizing our grounded and fundamental beliefs in democracy and freedom and open markets as we practice and live here every day.
She said the government is also confident that the U.S. administration has broadly recognized the speech in the same way.
So our meetings with Secretary Rubio and members of his delegation, as we all engaged at different levels, was entirely cordial, was productive, and you would see that from the posts made by Secretary Rubio himself. And therefore, there's really no concern regarding any perhaps misplaced emphasis on or misplaced perspective that might be taken by an individual as opposed to a broad recognition of the strong partnership that continues to subsist between the U.S. and Jamaica.
Foreign Affairs Minister Kamina Johnson-Smith. A friend, mentor, and renowned music historian. These are some of the words used to describe the late Walter Charles Clark, more popularly known as Bob Clark, at his homegoing service today. Clark died last month. The veteran broadcaster and co-founder of Reggae Radio RFM was hailed for being a guide to many in the media and music fraternities. The eulogy was delivered by another co-founder of RFM, Clyde McKenzie. Among those paying tribute were former RFM colleagues Elise Kelly, Big A, Amber, and Dr. Darren Henry, as well as colleagues from Rhythm FM, saxophonist Dean Fraser, and friend Donald Phipps. They recounted tales of Bob's jovial nature, his penchant for music history, and his advocacy for justice.
Bob, whenever I think of you, my first response is to smile. I remember you, Bob, as a creative soul, a stickler for justice, my discerning friend, and of course your sense of humor and our countless bouts of laughter. Bob, as a creative soul, was always creating. The co-founder of Reggae Radio, he himself was an extraordinary broadcaster with a distinct, articulate voice, which was believable and authentic, and as a result, he enjoyed a great connection with his listeners.
Thank you, Bob, for being the historian and storyteller, for being the man who did not study history or music history. You lived it. You could recall with pinpoint accuracy the real story of Jamaican music because you were there and you were never hesitant to impart your vast musical knowledge to whoever wanted to learn. Thank you, Bob, for being the brunt of the many jokes that Mighty Mike, Evan Hewitt, and myself would tell on you. Thank you for being headstrong and stubborn, a living testimony that you didn't have to be agreeable or change who you are to be loved or respected.
I will always remember Bob for him little corny jokes. I remember one when I said, look at Bob, I said, what do you think of marriage? Bob said, a marriage must be a two-income thing. So tell your wife to have two jobs. I mean, that was Bob. That was Bob. You know, I didn't prepare anything, but what I'm speaking is from my heart. Bob Clark was the best friend I could ever ask for. He was always there for me, and I was always there for him.
Bob was larger than life, yet he never made anyone seem small. He was a gentleman. He treated people well, especially young people. He understood that encouragement is not charity, it's an investment. His voice comforted many. Today that voice is silent, but its echo remains. But what he gave us was not only sound, it was example, it was steadiness, it was kindness offered without spectacle. Bob, you once encouraged a disappointed teenager to be bold and to make a difference. I have tried to honor that charge, and I will continue. As we say goodbye to Bob, we do so with gratitude for the music, for the mentorship, for the intervention that changed lives, including mine.
Tributes by Bob Clark's former colleagues and friends. The Court Administration Division is reporting that today's traffic ticket day in St. Catherine got off to a smooth start, with hundreds of motorists processed. About 10,000 persons were scheduled to attend today's special session. The event, aimed at addressing outstanding traffic tickets, saw heavy police presence to maintain order. Motorists who appeared in court pleaded guilty or not guilty to various traffic charges. Director of Client Services, Communication and Information, Kadish Fisher, noted that 6 rooms at the St. Catherine Parish Court were designated for handling traffic matters today.
Court began at 9, yes, which is unusual. We usually start court at 10, but we have about 10,000 or a little over 10,000 tickets that we're dealing with today at final count. So we made the adjustment to ensure that we don't have people waiting here for too long. Today, all the courtrooms here are dedicated to traffic ticket matters. There are 3 courtrooms that are operational on the building, only dealing with traffic ticket matters. We also put in 3 additional courtrooms outside, all dealing with traffic ticket matters. Now, this is to ensure that we are very efficient and we show proper regard for people's time today so that they are not here with us for a long time.
She also noted that persons who did not register were given dates to return. The activity is ongoing as court is expected to close by 9 o'clock this evening.
The persons who come who did not register for today, we've set up a tent that's behind you. That tent is processing those persons. They are currently getting dates to come to court for night court. Night court is usually held in Portmore. Today is the only day we're having night court in Spanish Town. So we're going until 9 p.m. today. But for those persons who did not register, have an outstanding ticket, we're giving them dates for night court. And we are at the moment listed for March 12th, so we are well into next week with night court for persons who have outstanding traffic tickets.
Director of Client Services, Communication and Information at the Court Administration Division, Kadish Fisher. The court's traffic public days are designed to clear a backlog of traffic cases, and today's event was part of ongoing efforts to improve traffic management and road safety in Jamaica. Prime Minister Dr. Andrew Holness has directed the Ministry of Labour and Social Security and the major organized crime and anti-corruption agency MOCA to establish audit teams to prevent welfare fraud in the restoration of owner and occupant family shelter roofs program. The initiative, part of the shelter recovery program, supports individuals and families whose homes were damaged during Hurricane Melissa last October. The Prime Minister was speaking at yesterday's launch of the Chester Creek development in St. Catherine.
I have asked MOCA and the Ministry of Labour and Social Security to put in place audit teams to check that there is no fraud, no welfare fraud in the use of these grants. And it is very important because if you took the grant and used it for other purposes other than for which it was given, then you didn't need the grant in the first place. We could have given that to someone who actually needed it. So we took the time to do the assessments. Persons physically went and viewed the houses, viewed the damage, took pictures of it, interviewed the beneficiaries. And therefore, there is a record, a basis on which we can check and compare. So if you receive the grant and then we come and check and nothing has been done to the roof, then that's cause for action.
He implored beneficiaries to use the grants solely for their intended purpose, to repair roofs and the replacement of essential household items.
So I encourage everyone who is receiving the grants to use the grants for the purpose that they are given. It is a lot of money that the government has taken from the budget. It is your taxpayers' dollars, and I'm certain you are vested in ensuring that the funds are not wasted. And then there is a huge hue and cry to say we didn't get anything, or what we get, we have to use it for something else, so we need to make another allocation again. That will not happen, because that will throw the country into economic chaos. And that is why we are imploring, urging, encouraging persons who have received the grants to use them for the purpose of recovery.
Prime Minister Dr. Andrew Holness. The grant program provides tiered support based on damage assessments, with households eligible for up to $75,000 for minor repairs, $200,000 for major damage, and $500,000 for homes classified as severely damaged. In cases of major and severely damaged homes, $75,000 of the grant allocation may be used to replace furniture and select appliances destroyed during the hurricane. The Prime Minister announced that more than $500 million in roof grants have been dispersed to date. The Shelter Recovery Program carries an initial allocation of $10 billion. Lobby group Hear the Children's Cry has reiterated its opposition to decriminalizing consensual intercourse between minors. Speaking at Parliament's Joint Select Committee meeting on the Child Diversion Act, spokesperson Priscilla Duhini underscored that while the organization supports social intervention, the offense should not be decriminalized. She noted that the legislation serves as a deterrent.
The law is there for a purpose. It may deter some, it may not. And we are also in agreement with social intervention strategies. We are fully supportive of that. So this is why we are not against the child diversion program. We are not against any other alternative strategies, counseling. We know and we agree that these are ways in which we can address the matter. What we are opposed to is the decriminalization of the consensual sex among minors.
Ms. Doheny expressed concern that decriminalization may result in increased mental health issues among children.
And I heard the choir, so to speak, purporting that it has not reduced. One of the things we also want to remember that even though you have misconduct, we want to see what are the legal ramifications, what are the consequences that flow from consensual sex. And what we find is sometimes persons tend to disregard the weight of which these consequences that flow. Even a child might be misbehave and do something, but when you have a number of children, minors, having consensual sex amongst themselves, one, you are still opening up yourself for teenage pregnancies, STIs. We are looking at an increase to the mental health of our children. And this is supported by data.
Spokesperson for Hear the Children's Cry, Priscilla Doheny. Meantime, State Minister for National Security Juliet Cuthbert-Flynn emphasized that children should not be criminalized when there are possibly other factors that could have influenced their behavior.
I have great issues with the argument when we're talking about deterrent, trying to deter, 12, 13, 14, 15 young minds, young children to not have sex with their peers, with this close in age, and not because you want to prevent teenage pregnancy. I think you mentioned to use it as a deterrent, not looking at other factors. I can't within myself want to criminalize those young people when there may be other influences in their communities, the situation that, they may have grown up in, to see things that they possibly should not see and not understanding. And then on top of all of that, with all of those possibly various traumas around them, we want to then criminalize and put them in a penal system because they themselves would not even have understood what was happening and why.
State Minister for National Security and Peace, Juliet Cuthbert-Flynn. President of the St. Mary Chamber of Commerce, Frederick Young, has noted the increase in some crimes, including break-ins and sexual offences, even as the police record a decline in murders. He was speaking at the Chamber's monthly meeting on Monday.
While there were a reduction in murder rates, there are some of the other crimes, not so serious, but breaking, I was told, is on the increase, and sexual crimes are on the increase. But while we have murders being down, and when the police have been trying their best to mitigate in terms of the gang reform programs and the police direct way of mitigating to reduce the gang affair, those are real stuff. But when two persons are in their house, wife and husband, and domestic violence comes in, no police, no security guard, nobody can prevent a murder if they want to do that. So those are my concerns. How do you prevent those? We can't.
He pointed out that while curfews have been imposed across several communities as the police seek to deter criminal activities.
In recent months, we would have seen a number of curfew that occur in St. Mary's Place. And thanks to the police, I know that Free Hill and that would be areas and other areas have been seeing these curfew being put in place to mitigate, to prevent the movement of criminal elements in these communities. And we trust that it is working. I know some have been extended over time to get the result that they needed.
Mr. Young implored residents to provide information on criminal acts to agents of government, including justices of the peace.
We need to provide information to the police in a timely manner that they can use this information to go out and get the criminals. I'm quite sure nobody inside here wants to have criminals around us, especially for the business sector. We need to have a safe space to do business. We have to ensure that we play our part in providing timely information through the various arms of government. We have the GP Association, the Labour Magistrate, the various community agencies that is entrusted to deliver. And I'm quite sure we can reach the customs office, the police soup. These are persons who we can get in touch with regularly.
President of the St. Mary Chamber of Commerce, Frederick Young. Minister of National Security and Peace Dr. Horace Chang has stated that sustainable peace and effective security policy cannot be achieved without women at every level of decision-making. He was speaking at the Regional Women Peace and Security Symposium today, held by the Jamaica Defence Force and the Canadian Directorate of Military Training and Cooperation at the Pegasus Hotel in Kingston. According to Dr. Chang, women make up 50% of the population. As such, peace cannot be achieved if half of the population is not included.
Well, this symposium comes, I think, is welcome to Jamaica. It's a good time not only to look at the various things they are looking at there, see from our presentation, but also remind us of how we have evolved as a country and the role women has played, even when there might have been legal hurdles to deal with. One Peace and Security Agenda is anchored in the United Nations Security Council Resolution 1325, and the subsequent resolutions remind us that sustainable peace and effective security policy cannot be achieved without the meaningful participation of women at every level of decision making, because the female is 50% of the population. Any policy you define and try to execute without involving half the population is likely to fail.
Dr. Chang said the increased representation of women in senior leadership positions across the security forces, including within the JCF and JDF, signals meaningful progress. However, he noted that the organizations must ensure that policies, operational planning, and peace-building initiatives fully integrate gender perspectives in ways that are practical, measurable, and operationally relevant.
A permanent sector will have to deal with her family. Sometimes a very difficult husband to manage out there at home, our parents, the boy who wants to become a man too early. They must deal with all the emotional stresses of that situation. But she has the same responsibility at work that any perm sector has. And in the early days, maybe faced some challenges too, that some officers felt that they shouldn't have women in this position. So you have a multiplicity, a very complex, a more demanding, complex situation for the senior leaders are the female leaders, and therefore the regulations, the laws, the policies have to recognize those differences. It's just a fact of life. For whatever reason we say and how we have evolved, the responsibility at home is as sometimes more demanding in terms of paying attention to the details. Oftentimes is once the gentleman makes enough money to pay the bills, that's their role. The day-to-day operation of ensuring that everybody feels comfortable and confident revolves around that lady who has to ensure that not only from parents to husband to children are all feeling a little bit in the right frame.
He sought to reaffirm Jamaica's commitment to advancing the security model that is firm in enforcement, strategic in prevention, and inclusive in leadership.
The UN Peace and Security Agenda strengthens that model. It challenges us to lead with purpose, to build institutions that reflect the society they serve, and to ensure that security reform is both effective and adequate.
Minister of National Security Dr. Horace Chang.